Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I am going to work on the Roxy Creations challenge for, let's see, week 43 or the 43rd challenge of the year. Excuse me just a second, I'm going to sip my tea. Okay, and what Rachel worked on this time was faux-shi. She made her own kind of washi type tape using some, what did she use? Tracing paper and double sticky tape. Well, I got started doing that, and I have to say, I don't have the patience for that at this particular point. So I have some green full sheet labels that have been in my stash for ages, and they're not see-through, so they don't quite make the faux-shi, the effect that faux-shi is so nice for having, but they are nicely double stick, well, this page, and then when you peel them off the back, they are sticky like tape. So, and I think this is kind of an interesting color. We'll see if I use it. I just got out my alcohol markers because I don't know where I put my paint pens. They've been sitting in the same place for ages, and I vaguely remember picking them up the other day and putting them somewhere else, thinking, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to find these. And, lo and behold, I was right. So I'm not as artistic when drawing by hand as Rachel is. So I have just done kind of dots and dashes and then prints of the chisel tip in some different colors. So, we'll go along and do a little bit of this. And also I will say, I don't know what it is about this activity, but it makes my hand and my wrist bother me. So we will not be doing a lot of this. Not that this is really very fascinating. It was much more fun to watch Rachel draw her things, of course. But it does give you an option if you have some, that doesn't have to be green. I also have some clear labels somewhere that I couldn't find either because I don't use them very often. So I've put them somewhere. As I always say, I've put them somewhere safe. So some dots and some dashes, just kind of some different things that I thought might make or add a little bit of interest to a collage piece or a journal page edge or something along those lines. So that's just kind of what I have done. And it can be very therapeutic, and was right up until the time when my wrist started to hurt. But I don't know, having all kinds of weird things going on lately. Okay, so this one I just took the chisel point and did some. I tried to be random. I'm not really a very good random person. Which would, those of you who watch me might find that really hard to believe, but I find myself really getting into making like a pattern that repeats, and it's like, wait a minute, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That's so interesting that on this green paper, this teal marker looks really different. It almost looks like a forest green instead of a teal, which might be better. Interesting. Well, I hope everyone is doing well and has had a chance to do something creative. Let's see. What have I been doing? Seems like the focus of this week has been trying to get my new eyeglasses corrected because they were not working for me. So I made a trip to the eye doctor yesterday, back to the eye doctor this morning, and so they're gonna send the glasses back to the lab and see if we can fix whatever the issue is, because it doesn't really help me when everything's blurry. And then they also were giving me a headache, so that wasn't optimum. So okay, well there's some of the green strips, and since I did get some let's see, I'm gonna go back to this one. Since I did get a little bit of this double sticky tape put down on here, I think I will do a little bit on this. And this paper is a really cool art vellum that I got at the Art Resource Center. I think that's where I got it. Oh, I may have gotten it at a charity shop too. I've had it for a long time. See, there we go. Not random. Oh, gracious. But, it's this wonderful kind of eggshell color to it. I just love it. It's great for adding over things that are really shiny. Like I have some stickers that are super shiny, and some of my tape is very shiny, things like that. And it's kind of nice just to add this over the top of it. It just takes the shine right down. Okay, well, I can see that's going to take a little bit of time to dry. So I'm going to stop there before I smear that all over the place. Let's see, was there anything else? I don't know if this will tear. Let's cut a little strip of this and see if it will give me a torn edge at all. I don't know. Like I said, I've had these green labels in my stash for, years and years and years. I think they were in a clearance bin at a, what do we used to call them? Office supply kind of store a long time ago. And, oh, they do tear. Well, that is the nice thing about this. The paper stickers, or at least these, do tear. So that gives me a little bit more variety, different ways that I can use them. So there we go. Let's see, what else do I have for you? I really think that's kind of all I have. Let's see, did this dry yet? Oh, it did. Okay. Let me go back and do just a little bit more on here. And then I think this will just be a super short Roxy Creations challenge video. Ooh, light, the brown looks really, really light on there. I like that a lot. Let me use the other end and see how that looks. Okay, well, there we go. Although the thing with the chisel end is it does put down more, puts down more ink, so it stays wet longer. Let's do this one. I don't know if I mentioned the alcohol markers. They're the Ohuhu ones, like Rachel has. They're way less expensive than the fancier alcohol markers, but I don't use them very often, so these were perfect for me. And I've had them for a year or two, and I've only had one of the markers dry out, so I think they merit a recommendation. Let's see, can we really just tear? Oh, yeah, you really can tear. This tears. Yeah, pretty much just like paper. Well, that's a nice thing about it. I don't want to take off the adhesive, if that's the adhesive back or if that's the, oh yeah, no, that's the adhesive, so there's no white edge, so you get the green right up to the edge. Well, there you go. This is the 43rd Roxy Creations Challenge, and I thank you for joining me today. I hope you will join me again in the future, and for now I will say bye-bye.